Today I want to discuss unhealthy submission, and that is regarding women. So what is unhealthy submission in my opinion? Here's the thing. I think that as women, we were taught to kind of submit for better or for worse through sickness and in health till death do us part. Okay? Now, I understand that when you're married, that is the vows that I took and a lot of other people took. However, with that being said, the unhealthy part can be a couple of things. Now, I don't feel like women should have to change themselves for men. I just don't. And when I say change themselves, here's what I'm talking about. I just feel that we were taught many, many years the incorrect way of of being and supporting our male counterparts, our men and our husbands and boyfriends and fiancés. And I just feel like one of the things we were taught is that you have to cheer on a man. You want to cheer him on, and when he cleans the house, we are to, yay, he did it, or he's not going to want to do it because somehow it's built in their DNA that they need praise in order to do a good job. Now, you tell me if that is, first of all, is that true in a lot of cases? I can tell you from my own experience that with my husband, that is not true. He does not want that kind of praise because he feels like in some cases, men and women are equal. We both live in the house. We both take care of the house. You don't have to weirdly pat me on my back for doing what I'm supposed to do around the house. Thank God I have a husband like that. But I know that some women were raised to adjust themselves for their men. And I'm not saying that you can't have a good relationship with a man like that, but I do think that an unhealthy load has been placed on women to kind of always bring men up, like almost like men have low self-esteem somehow. And I think that's unfortunate because, we already have a stereotype that we have to cook, we have to clean, women have to do this to have a man, to keep a man, because men aren't capable, some men, okay? And I'm not saying that there's not things that a woman should do in her house, because we know that, a part of our DNA is like a woman does make it a home, but it's not just us. The husband has to also make it a home. And to me, those are unhealthy expectations of a woman. Now, in no way am I a feminist. I will say that up front. I don't believe in it. But I do believe that women should not be put in these overly superhero positions where we are accountable for how someone else feels all the time. Now, I can say, like, in my relationship, I don't have to dress a certain way, thank God. I don't have to look a certain way for my husband because he's secure in himself. And he just, he knows the woman he married. I'm always going to be classy. I'm always going to be cute. But if I do wear something a little sexy, he's okay with that too because he likes it, and he knows I like it. I don't necessarily wear it for him. I wear things because I like the way it looks on my body. And he is like, you look good, I really don't have anything to prove to anyone but myself, and so it's kind of sad to me almost when a woman feels like she has to change herself for her husband. That's what I'm trying to say. I know who I married. And I'm going to get a little bit deeper into this. Now, most of you know that I was raised in the church, okay? And thank God for that. I'm proud to have been a young lady who her mother raised her with the reverence of God. And I'm saved and I love Jesus and I'm a Christian, okay? But I also have my own point of views because I was raised to think on my own. And I'm not talking about anything outside of the Bible, which, some of you may come on here with scripture and we could talk about that too. But what I'm saying is in the church, especially in the church, you are taught that men are like the end all be all. If your man wants you to do something, you are to do it. Now, what is that something? Like, so you want me to dress with a turtleneck up to my neck and I think and here's the thing. I think this starts with women. I know I'm all over the place, but hear me out here. Women subject other women to their insecurities. Let me say this again. Women subject other women to their insecurities. And I have found this sometimes in the house of God. Okay? Insecurity is everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying they're sinning. I'm saying that a lot of women are highly insecure, especially some of the older generation. And they put that on us younger women who did not grow up in that era. So we are told that if our leg is out, if our neck is out, if it's too tight. Now we all know what, if you're in the church, I'm talking about, if you've been in the church, you know what's appropriate and what's not. But I'm saying some of us have figures and shapes, and that is not going to change no matter what you wear. And I'm here to tell you that I don't care if you have sweatpants on. There are just some people who are lustful. They're lustful. And, Lord help you if you're a beautiful, cute woman in the church and you decide to dress nice and you decide to accentuate some things in a tasteful way. You're going to get someone that comes up to you, even if you're not showing skin on your body, that tells you you can't wear that. Why? Normally because you're enticing a man. And those unhealthy submission starts with a lot of those things, I believe. For me, it has started, growing up and how people had told me that I should present myself because I don't want anybody looking at me a certain way. Oh my gosh. I can't even believe I'm saying it. So you're always told that you basically are a target. And if you wear anything outside of dang a poof skirt and a big old quarterback suit, you are enticing someone. I'm sorry. And this is probably why I know some people desire to marry preachers and things like that. Not me. I never wanted to marry almost like too churchy of a church guy either, because I didn't want those. It was bad enough I had to go through that growing up in the church, but to have someone you love put these stipulations on you to make them feel better is crazy. And to me, that is unhealthy submission. One day I will get on here with my husband and talk to you about it together, but he's working right now, so you're going to have to just listen what I'm trying to say. Now, I'm not condemning anybody if that is what you do, if that's what you feel comfortable with. I'm saying for me personally, to me, that's unhealthy, because I cannot make you happy. I can't make you secure, and I can't make you confident. If you didn't know when I married you that I love you, you're the only one for me. I'm not looking at anybody. It's all about you. I just want to feel beautiful. And I'm not going to down my looks. I'm not going to down my anything because you feel insecure about it. I'm just not. When women are insecure, we're told just that. You're acting insecure. You know that your man loves you and he's not going anywhere. You're needy when we act like that. But when a man acts like that, we're supposed to say, oh baby, oh my gosh, what can I do? Do you want me to, when he cleans the kitchen, congratulate him? I'm not saying that you should not appreciate each other. Now, don't get this twisted. You should appreciate each other. And sometimes it is good for the person to know that, you know what, I appreciate you. I know I don't say it very often, but I certainly appreciate everything you do for our relationship, around the house, everything. And that goes both ways for me. Both people need to be told the same thing. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you guys should love on each other and appreciate each other. But if that's a part of the boost in your self-esteem, the problem is deeper than me, your wife. You have issues. You really have self-esteem issues. And, that to me, that needs to be untaught to young women. And I'm not raising my daughter to like that. I bet you I don't. I bet you I don't. Because really in my house, I can cook, okay? But I don't cook because my husband does that. He likes to do that. But sometimes he may ask me to cook, and that's just fine. But I'm not going to lay back and allow people to tell me because I don't cook or kill myself around the house, and that we do it together. We do a lot of the things around the house together, that somehow I'm less than a woman. Oh, I'm not gonna raise my daughter like that. Absolutely, positively no. So this is the conversation today, and I definitely will appreciate any comments down below. But that my experience was growing up, in the church. Now, I grew up around older people who were taught that. So, you only can teach what you were taught. Me, I was kind of raised part of my life by a single mother. And, she later married my dad, but I was raised to get your own money and be happy and travel and do things. And, you don't have to let somebody tie you down. And no, you are not supposed to change. If they can't take you being goofy and you like to laugh a lot and that's not their thing, baby, they may not be for you. You need to find somebody who is for you. You know what you got. So if I was already, you know, dressing sharp and looking cute, that's what I'm going to continue to do. I'm not going to change because you feel insecure about it, or you feel like other people feel insecure. I'm not doing that. Now that comes with, you walk the walk, you talk the talk. That's just what what you're able to take as a person. At this point in my life, and I don't say this to be rude or insensitive to other people, I honestly can care less what people think at this point, because I know that I'm not ever presenting myself in a way that is not tasteful. And there are some things that are just not tasteful. Okay, let's be clear about that. There are some ways to dress that aren't tasteful to me. You understand what I'm saying? Now, for some people, maybe it is tasteful. I don't know. But for me, there's just a way of dressing and doing things that I'm not willing to do. And that is just my personal comfort level. Now, there's going to be people that are going to say, well, you shouldn't judge people. I'm not judging people. I'm telling you how I feel about, you know, putting myself in certain things. I'm just not going to do it because that's not what I'm comfortable with. And that part has nothing to do with how I was raised or, you know, any of that. That's just my personal comfort level. We all have, I believe, insecurities. Well, there's some things that do make me insecure, and I'm just not gonna, certain ways that if I dress, I'm not going to feel comfortable. So I want to feel comfortable. You heard? I want to feel comfortable in my skin, in my clothes. And there's just some things that will not make me feel that way, so I'm not going to wear them. Okay, that's one thing. But, you know, being raised to feel that your whole body is a weapon to men is unhealthy to teach young ladies. What they need to be taught is everybody needs to learn self-control, and that's including men. Control how you're looking at young ladies or ladies, period. Control yourself. That's a part of self-control. Praying more, fasting more. If you have a problem, you know, because I could wear a bodysuit and somebody could a sweatsuit, and somebody may dissect me under the sweatsuit. If your person is lustful, or I shouldn't say your person, I mean a person. If a person is lustful, they are lustful, and that has nothing to do with the person. You know, I've seen growing up women who grasp their husbands when other women come around. Baby, if you got to do that, there's a problem. I am so serious, because I watched how my dad carried himself over the years, and he would never put himself in a position where anybody felt comfortable enough to even come at him like that. He's not going to entertain it. But if you have to clutch your husband and do all this stuff, or clutch your boyfriend, young ladies, when other women come around and you start getting all antsy, you already know what he's about, because I'm not doing all that. I'm not clutching my husband and doing all that stuff. Can I tell you that? If he can't be, you know, act right around women, I don't care if they, you know, some women will be flirty, but there's a way that you carry yourself and present yourself where a man will let that woman, it ain't going down. You know, my wife's right there. There's a problem, ladies. And me and my husband discuss and have some great discussions on these topics. I'm just not teaching my daughter that every time a man looks at her, she should have to basically dress like a old fogey to Make somebody feel better about themselves. I am going to teach her what class is. I am going to teach her what self-respect and self-control is. But I'm not going to be out here, oh gosh, your figure is showing too much. Man, listen. How about these women teach their sons how to have self-control and really respect women? Really respect women and not put unhealthy demands on a woman about her body. That part. How about not harass us? And I'm speaking from my point of view now. If you're asked why I reference the church, that's where I grew up, and that's where I learned a lot of these things. It's always taught that it's on you. It's not the men. You're going to entice the men. I can't. I'm be honest. I can't. And I've had very horrible things happen to me with women coming up to me in the church. Telling me, oh, you can't wear that. Oh, and I'm like, I'm not showing anything. Oh, your figures. It's your figure. It's. Here's the thing. I'm respectful because I know that a lot of these women were brought up in an era where that's what they're only doing what they were taught. A lot of this is learned behavior. You hear me? Learned behavior. So if you're cute in the church, Lord help you. You're going to get more of a backlashing than, say, if they really don't care about what you look like. Or if you dress like Mother Teresa and you wear a skirt down to your ankles and, you know, you are considered very holy. If you know how to dress super churchy, you're holy. And that is how it goes. You can look the part and not be the part. You can even act the part. You understand? Stop it. Like, I really hope y'all stop putting these kind of expectations on women. Of course, teach your daughters how to be classy. Classy, not trashy. But why on earth, on God's green earth, would you teach your daughters to change for a man? Change your dress, change your talk, change your walk. This is who you married. How can you consider marrying me or marry me, engage me, and then after we get married, all these things got to change? I'm not going to walk up in a church with shorts and a tank top, but I will go on vacation like that. First of all, yes, I'm going on vacation. I'm wearing a bathing suit too. You know, this unhealthy submission, please stop teaching young ladies and this unhealthiness about their bodies and about how men react to our bodies. This is a good subject because I think that it's not talked about in church, or, you know, it's not talked about even in life. I know some non-church people that tell their daughters, you know, if he likes your hair blonde, dye it blonde. If he likes your hair brunette, become a brunette. If he likes women who do this, then do that. I'm so glad that my mom did not raise me like that. She was a little bit more progressive in that area. In marriage, and even when you're dating, men love independence. They do. Just like you love certain things in men, you like to see men who are prosperous and got their own stuff, and they like to see it too. But I'm not going to change myself for you. I'm not. You got me. You dated me. You saw qualities, all the qualities you want in a woman, and I'm married to you now. So what This shouldn't be like a trap. Oh, I got you now. All right, what you gonna have to do is that skirt. I know you like to wear it right below your knee, but I'm gonna need for it to come down to your ankles now. I know you like your hair in braids, but we don't do braids. You're gonna have to do something else with your head. I know you like to wear makeup, but you're gonna have to cut back on that makeup because I don't like it. I think some scriptures are taken out of context. I do, when it comes to that. Because yes, you guys belong to each other, but that doesn't mean you can be disrespectful and unhealthy and just genuinely being bossy towards the other one, where it no longer turned into a relationship. It's like a dictatorship. Absolutely, positively, no. Who's doing that? I'm not doing that. I'm just not. That would be uncomfortable for me. And if I thought my husband was like that, I would have never married him. Ever. But he's not. And I'm so, once again, God knows what you need. And he knows what you're capable of and what you're not. And that would have been a short-lived marriage for me if he started putting all these, all right, now that we're together, you're going to have to come up off the... Now, guys in general don't like a lot of makeup. My husband can take me without the makeup. He's cool. You do that for yourself, not me, because I could care less about makeup. He doesn't care. I do this because it's my job. And I like it. It's something I'm passionate about, and it's fun for me. But it didn't come with a, my husband didn't wait to get together and then say, I don't like your hair like this. And I mean, he has, of course, everybody has preferences of what they like and the things that they want and things like that. But listen here, man. Unhealthy submission. That's what we're talking about today. And that was learned. That was learned because that's what other people were taught. Change yourself, because that's how you get a man. You do. That don't mean you're going to be happy. You can get a man. Like, let me tell y'all something. It's not hard to get a man. I mean, seriously. It's not hard to get a woman. It's not hard to get a man. That's not the hard part. Getting somebody quality who's going to really appreciate you for who you are. Getting somebody who's already confident and not unhealthy confident. I ain't talking about to the point where they're so caught up in themselves, But getting someone who's confident and is like, baby, you beautiful. I'm married because I like the way you dress. I like the way you talk. I like the way you walk. That's hard to find. Because a lot of us get I'm a changer. Or, in the church, it's like, the Bible says she got to submit to me. It goes both ways, brother. That's what people forget to say. Yes, we submitted to each other, right? And for better or worse, ladies, does not mean that you have to go through Hades and stay with a person who's not faithful to you, gets tired of you, and starts doing God knows what. And you just stay there and take abuse. That does not mean that. If he keeps his vows and does the right thing and respects me and does right by me, yeah, for better or for worse, baby, sickness and health. But if you decide that you're going to take that and use that against me, absolutely, positively no. Because don't take the thing out of context, please. That submissive part of the Bible, I understand it, but I also understand that some people take it out of context and go a little overboard with that. especially in this day and age. Lord knows some people just, they be doing whatever. But I'm not going to stay with someone who's not faithful to me, doesn't love me, can't spend time with me. And I want to save somebody with this conversation because, like, it's crucial. It is crucial to young ladies learning that their body is not a walking, talking target all the time, whether you're in church or out of church. And yes, if a husband is good to you, you both should be submitting to each other. The Bible also says, husbands, love your wife like Christ loves the church. That's a lot of love. That's a lot of respect and reverence. That's a lot of understanding. That's a lot of those things. Okay? So you can't leave all those parts out. Don't train your daughters. They have to completely change themselves to get a man, or become a certain person to get a certain type of man. Men like what they like. And if a man likes you, it's not going to be because you are someone fake. It's going to be because they want you for who you are. A good man. They want you for exactly who you are. I like her style. I like her mind, her opinions. That's the way I want my wife to look. That's the way I want my wife to dress. There's nothing I would change about her. She's her own person. I married her because I like her as an individual. And when we come together, we're even better. A husband will defend his wife. Let somebody, I'll be in church, so like, or anywhere, and somebody, oh, you can't, my husband will look at you like crazy. Excuse me? Not my wife. I'm cool with my wife. I don't know what you doing, but my wife is good. We good over here. So you have to really understand what is healthy and what is unhealthy submission. It is not happy wife, happy life. Sorry. Everybody got to be happy. And I know that from personal experience. Everybody got to be happy up in the house or it ain't gonna work, because I can't be the only one happy. You understand? You heard me? If my husband not happy, then there's a problem. There's a problem. We gonna fix it. We gonna get to the bottom of it, whatever that is. But I don't expect to be the only happy one, you know, in my marriage. So my husband and I, we submit to each other. Marriages work individually. Don't give somebody what works for your marriage, because it may not work for their marriage. Some of the things I said may work for some people's marriage. Submission works for me. Okay, I'm going to be submissive in a healthy way. I would really laugh if my husband came to me and was like, I'm gonna need you to change your hair. Now he might say like, man, I'm tired of them weaves. We laugh about it. You got to deal with it, baby. But I'm not gonna dress like I'm not changing the way I dress. I'm not changing the fact that I love makeup, and he's okay with that, because I know who I married. I know exactly who I married. And I'm thankful, because once again, God knows what we need and who we need. So think about these things that I'm saying. Trying to do this in makeup at the same time is funny. Because I'm trying to make sure I watch. I'm not offending anybody. Because like I said, if this is you and this is something that you do, cool with it. But I'm not raising my daughter with those stereotypes. And don't say nothing. I'm not saying nobody can say anything to my child, but don't ask me, talk to me, because if my child has it on 9 times out of 10, I told her she can wear it. raise your young ladies to be confident in their bodies and know that their bodies are not a target that people can constantly criticize them. We have to go through enough things in life. Who wants to constantly be a target of people saying that your body is too developed? We can't help that. Once again, there are unhealthy ways to dress for certain situations, but some people need taught. Everybody was not raised in the same environment you were raised in. There's teaching. You don't have to be nasty about it if you're going to tell somebody something. Let's be clear. So I think we need to have a conversation about this. Let me know what you think down below. Here's the makeup look. I hope you like it. Just very light. This blue looks like green, right? But it's a real light beat for me. I love you all. I hope this was a great conversation. I'm going to have more conversations that we talk about. And let me know what you think. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Enjoy your day. Be confident in who you are. As Callidora Makeup's theme saying is, makeup on the outside and beauty on the inside, and or beauty on the inside, makeup on the outside. All right. Love y'all. Have a great day. Bye.